They say that idle hands are the devil's playthings or something along those lines. That's not a good thing to be idle. I get it. And I know that muscle atrophy is a thing if you're or not really engaging in physical activity, move it or lose it. But that doesn't mean that being busy is a good thing either. You can, yes, it's good to have things to do. The active lifestyle that my grandparents live, as I've mentioned in the past, it's good for young people, it's good for old people, it's good for everyone. It's good to have things to do. Excuse me. But it's a problem when you start wearing it as a badge of honor, or like you're like, oh, I am putting all this time doing into working. I work for X amount of overtime hours per week. Just because idle hands are the devil's plaything or whatever, that's not a flex. That's, well, if you're doing it to make ends meet, I can understand. And though, if you engaged in overspending to get into consumer debt, any sort of debt that isn't a house or, yeah, just a house, then that's your own That fault. And I'm pretty sure that anyone who is in that situation is just using that as a cope. Personally, I don't think that being busy is a badge of honor. Some of the people who have said that they were busy over the years didn't always seem particularly happy about it. Like College Crush, she always mentioned that she was busy with other things. Now, some of the red pill dating coach types will probably say in the comments, she's just saying that because she wasn't into you, bruh. Maybe so, but she didn't sound particularly happy about it either. I know for me personally, I've always tried to limit my to dos, as I read in one of Chuck Norris's books. Now I get it, it's good to put in effort, but if you're able to get things done more quickly so that you don't have to use use all that time, that's a good thing. Take Office Space, for example, the movie. Peter Gibbons literally bragged to the Bobs about how he only did like a couple hours of real work every week, and the rest of the time was basically just sitting around waiting for the clock to running out the clock because, well, most of what he had to do that wasn't actually essential to getting things done was basically busy work. That shouldn't be a flex. That should really just be, that really could change. That shouldn't be a thing. Now I get companies not wanting to have someone being paid for doing something unrelated to work, but at a certain point you have to really decide whether 8 hours a day, 5 days a week is really necessary, or change the pay structure to be based on actual work output instead of the number of hours, or instead of paying based on how much time you're there. Sure, Peter, Samir, and Michael were able to go to Tchotchke's to is for lunch, where he was finally able to ask out. What was the character's name? I forget the character's name, but she was played by Jennifer Aniston. Anyway, this isn't an analysis of Office Space. I'm just using that to emphasize my point that being busy should not be a badge of honor. It's not a flex. Not based on the amount of time. If you get a lot of things done in a certain amount of time, cool. I've got nothing against bragging about that. I sometimes brag about how I get things done on for this channel. Like in the mornings, I tend to things when I don't have the instant gratification job, I tend to crank out some recordings or edited videos that I get out, and then after my noon workout, I have the rest of the day to do as I please. Now, I did take a bit of an extended break for today's recording session because I wanted to watch the Nintendo Direct during my morning snack period. And I'm shuffling some laundry around. But after I finish that 45-minute workout session, I have a choice. I can either do more YouTube stuff if I need or want to get ahead, or if I decide I'd rather, or if I don't feel the willpower, I can just play some video games or something. I don't know. I just feel like being busy is, one, not all it's cracked up to be, and two, it's not a badge of honor for how much time you put into something. It's about how you use the time. Kind of like how Gandalf told, it was Pippin. Yeah, Pippin's the one who came with him to Gondor. He was like, it's not about how much time we have. It's about what we choose to do with the time that matters. Yeah, not my best Gandalf impression. You get the idea. Anyway, I think I will keep this one short because I made my point in less than 9 minutes. I didn't feel the need to go on for way longer, but I'd just be like, oh, I recorded a half-hour video, bruh. No, less than 10 minutes. I made my point. I cited some examples from movies and my personal life. So I really am going to leave it here for the video now. You comment down below what you think of all this. You give this video a like. It would mean a lot to me. And subscribe for if you want to get more videos like this, because I upload every single day and I manage my time in a way where I can get a lot of things done in the morning when my willpower is at its peak so that I can just spend the afternoon doing something non-essential, non-urgent. So, thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.